String nodes class 10 ICSE. So string is an immutable data type. Immutable data type.
স্যার ইমিউটেবল মানে?
Data type, which means that the data cannot be changed after it is declared. Okay.
ওকে স্যার।
Second point is that string is a non-primitive data type. Many students feel string hard, but I don't think so. I'll try to make it easy for you. Okay. All of you, this will be much easier. So first and foremost, there are many functions associated with string. Okay. So I'll be teaching each and every function in the most comprehensive way possible. The first function or method is length function. The return type of length is integer. Is integer. So let's take an example of string. Suppose if I write string
Sir,
s equal to what happened?
सर आपके ये नोट पीडीएफ करके भेजोगे ग्रुप पे?
Okay, I'll send. You don't need to write. You can take it a printout. For those doing the online class and offline class, I'll recommend that to write it down during when I'm teaching, because this will this will help you to learn better. So string s equal to, I'll write within double quotes. Suppose Shreyan Nag. Okay, strings are always within double quotes. Okay, so when we say length, length always counts from 1. It always it always counts from 1. So if I count like this, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So how to use this function? I'll write int l equal to s is a variable, s is a string variable where I am storing my name. So I'll write s dot length. Therefore, l will contain 11. Okay. Now second function, you must remember that only the length function counts from 1. Rest of all the function counts from 0th index. Okay. In the book it is said that string buffer is also there, but string buffer is not included in class 10 syllabus. Yes, many of the string buffer functions will make our life easier to write much more better programs, but ICSE does not allow string buffers in class 10. String buffers are allowed from class 11 onwards. So yes, it also counts space. So because space is also a character. So next function is caret. In the caret function, it takes a parameter. It is a parameter of a integer parameter. Okay, and returns a character. So it takes what? It takes a position of the. It takes the index. It takes the index. Here we pass the index. So if I write string s equal to computer, and let's mention the indexes. So for both string and array, index always starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I write char ch equal to s dot char, if I mention 4, at 4 we are looking at u, right? So ch will store small letter u. Now, what about if I write something like this? Char ch2 equal to s dot caret s dot length minus 1. So in this case, s dot length means what? How many characters are there? So if you count from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now 8 minus 1 is 7. So at 7, that is the last character, that is the last index of this word computer, will obtain R within single quotes. Okay. Now ICSE always asks tricky questions in the MCQ section. So for that, let's introduce one tricky question. So if I mention char ch3 equal to s dot caret, if I mention suppose s dot length. Now here, look carefully. I haven't mentioned minus 1. So s dot length means 8 over here. And there is no index 8. Since index 8 is not present, it will display an answer of, so the answer will be string index out of bounds. String index out of bounds exception. So everybody should know the difference between error and exception. Exceptions are known errors. Exceptions are known errors. The errors which we already know that this in this situation this error can happen. In class 11, we'll study the concept of try and catch, where we'll be trying to try and catch where the probability code will be within the try block, and whenever there will be exception, the catch function will carry forward the message and display the answer if any kind of exception occurs. For example, in terms of a calculator, if I write a divided by b, user may enter b as 0. So divide by 0 is a known exception. So cannot divide by 0, the 0 division exception. So this exception will be handled. So without, if you don't control the exception, what happens is that the program may crash, and it may happen. So for that reason, we have to introduce certain safeguards such that our program does not crash. So understood the problem, the concept of index. Okay. Next part. Those who could not catch up, don't worry. I'll be I'll be sending this entire PDF. No, string index out of bounds is a runtime error. No, it's not compile error. It's not it will compile. The code will compile. Okay, but when you will run the void main, basically means that when the bytecode will be sent to the Java virtual machine, Java virtual machine will immediately will be able to identify that okay, this is the error, and the program will be then and there stopped, and the line number will be indicated in the BlueJ that at which line number this error is coming out. Okay, it will not store anything. Just this error will be thrown out. Number three is index of. In index of function, we take a character, we take a character, and it throws out the index. That is the integer data type. Okay. So as you can already guess from the name index of, so it first and foremost first finds out the first occurrence. This function, a method. So during this session, I'll be interchangeably be using the term function or method. Okay. So function or method. This function or method returns the first occurrence of a character from left to right. Let's see in action what is happening. So I'll write string s equal to, suppose if I write Baranagar, the place where we stay, and so there are many A's are there. So for your better understanding, we'll write down the indexes. These are the indexes. Now let's go through some conditions. First condition, first case, char ch. I'm so sorry. Int p means position equal to s dot index of within bracket a. Now, when you go from left to right, the first A is in index number 1, as you can see over here. So will store 1. Now, there are many use cases of index of. Index of also takes one more thing that is called string also. You can also work on strings also. You can take string as input also in the parameter list. This is called the parameter. So let's take an example of another one. So int p2 equal to s dot index of a. Now I will mention that from which location the function shall be finding out the next occurrence of a. Suppose if I write 2. So basically, what happened to my sidebar? Okay, just went away. So 2 means we start finding from this side. Okay, so when you start finding from this side, the first occurrence of a is where? In position number 3, with the index number 3. So when we mention that from which position we'll start writing, we'll start finding out the next occurrence of a. So position you're already mentioning that from which position it will start searching for the variable that for searching for the character a. Okay, so when we mention 2, so from 2 we'll start searching, and as soon as we first see that it matches over here a, so we obtain the value p2 as 3. Now let's take another example. String s1 equal to robotics, and AI. So over here, I'll definitely mention the indexes. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Now, if I pass a entire word, so if I write s dot index of, obviously when you're handling with strings, you have to use double quotes. And so we are again looking for the and. So obviously we can see over here. And the first character, that index will be over here. So what is the index? That is 9. So whenever we pass a word, that word will be matched with the sentence, and then the word's first character, the exact word must be there. The precursor is that the exact word must be there. First, the exact word will be matched, and that word's first letter, or what is the character's index, will be given as the answer. Okay. Now let's take another example. What happens if a particular character is not present in the string only? So if int p equal to s dot index of, suppose within single quote, suppose z. As you can see, z cannot be found in this robotics and AI sentence or statement. So what happens? The answer shall be -1. So if a character is not present, it sends out -1. Okay, understood, everyone? Now, yes. So the first part, so up to how much we have studied, length, char, index of. Okay. Next function, last index of. Last L is small, index I is capital, and off. So why we write this? This is called a camel casing. Just like a camel has humps on its back, so it's just like a mountain. So that's called camel casing. And over there we do the same thing as character or string, and returns an integer. Got it? India, which is the index. One thing, the one difference is that, as you can already guess it from the name, last index, it always searches from the last. Last means from right to left. It always, but the indexes are never negative. Indexes are always written from 0 to till the last character, always from left to right. It always looks for the character from right to left. Now, suppose string m equal to, suppose memory word 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I write int n equal to m dot last index of, suppose within single quotes r. So on right side we are looking at index number 4. So this was very obvious. Even if we have used last index of just function, the answer would still be same because there is only one r over here. So let's take an example where there will be multiple different letters, repeating characters. So as banana. So int n equal to m dot last index of, suppose if I write a. So if I mention the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from left to right, right to left, we are looking at a, which is 5. Same thing, if I look for a character which is not present in a string, it will result an answer of -1. Last index of, so right, suppose x. Now definitely x is not there in the banana word, so the answer shall be -1. Okay, now let's go to the next function, compare to. It takes a string as parameter, returns integer. Return type is integer. Why I'm mentioning this one? Because board specifically ask this kind of question that tell me this function's return type. Like what should be the return type of mat.round? Int or long, right? Int or long. So compare to function. So over here, I'll mention. So I'll be taking different cases. So according to the APC book, it states that it compares two strings lexicographically. Now it's a huge word. Now what does it mean? So I'll use the same statement. It compares two strings lexicographically. So let's take an example. Let's understand that what is the meaning. So there will be multiple cases. So first one, let's write string s1 equal to suppose computer and s2 compute. So here we have taken two words. So now let's understand that what should be output of compared to over here. So compared to will write int r means result equal to s1 dot compared to within bracket s2. So let's understand how it functions. So we'll write computer. and compute. So in this portion, we are looking at where maximum part of the string is same. This part is same, this part is same. Maximum part of the string is same. The difference is this much. So when two strings, this is the difference. When two strings are excuse me, when two strings are almost identical, then we check lengthwise. How? See here, computer and compute, both of the words, this part is same. The difference is this one. So then we'll check lengthwise. Okay. So length of S1 is how much? Let's count. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And length of the bottom one is 7. So when we'll write that S1 dot compare to S2, so 8 minus 7, answer will be just 1. Understood? Next, there are multiple cases because many students make mistake specifically in this portion because of less logical clearance of this part. Next one, string S1. I'm writing Jericho and Geronimo, two distinct words. So now if you try to get the answer from this one, like int r equal to S1 dot compare to S2, what should be the answer? So Jericho and Geronimo. So over here, the only different alphabet, the first difference of alphabets is over here. So here I and O. So here we'll find out the ASCII difference. The first, look for the first different character. So I and O, so let's count from our hands. I have taught in class 9 that how to count small letters. So 96 plus count, I have taught. So if I count 96 plus count, so I is which number alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So it's ninth alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I is ninth alphabet, so it is 105 is ASCII code. And O is what? I, J, K, L, M, N, O. So O is our 14th, 15th 15th alphabet, right? 15th alphabet. So 96 plus 15 is 111. So over here, since S1 contains Jericho, which is I is a difference, first different character, and here O is a first different character. So I minus O, that is your 105 minus 111, gives you an answer of minus 6. Understood? So we have to make sure you understand these things very effectively. Otherwise, it will be a difficult part to understand. Clear? So first, let's recap. If two strings almost identical, look for the character, look for what is left. Suppose if I ask you airplane, air and airplane, say extra word is what? Plane. So that word's length will be taken in consideration. But in case of these kind of words where the few word is same, then you look for that where is the first different character. So over here I and O is the first different character. So I minus O, that is index. So ASCII code of I here. Look for the first different character and then um, subtract the ASCII codes. Then subtract the ASCII codes. ASCII codes of the respective characters. So understood this part? Now, if both of the strings are completely same, then only the answer shall be 0. So let's that see also. So one more example. String S2, S1 is apple and S2, apple in small letters. So we'll write apple and apple. Now children tell me that which is the first different letter over here. Capital A or small a, right? Very obvious. This is the difference. So capital A ASCII code is how much? 65. Small letter ASCII code is how much? 97. So if I write int r equal to s1 dot compared to s2, then 65 minus 97 gives you an answer of minus 32. Last example to make sure that enough clarity is there in your logic. String s1 equal to box, s2 equal to box. So in this one, box and box both are completely identical, no difference. So in this case, it is straight away answer is 0. There's no each and every character is same, and there and both and if you compare the characters in terms of uppercase and lowercase, they also same. Uppercase means capital letters, lowercase means small letters. So both of them are same, completely same. So in that case, the answer should be 0. Int r equal to s1 dot compare 2 s 2. So it is answer is how much? 0. Okay. We can also verify these answers. It's not like this that I am just saying the answers just as it is. You can verify it. You can verify it. We can verify. I don't in if you have installed JDK, not only the BlueJ but also JDK, then you can go to the terminal, search for CMD, and then you can search for JShell, which will effectively will allow you to test these codes. So if I write Jericho dot compare to Geronimo, this is minus 6, as I have said. Understood? Now if I write, I written the first one is computer and compute. So if I write computer dot compare to compute, the difference is 1. Yes, understood? So this is the where maximum students have problem, and I have first now if I write apple dot compare to apple my side, okay, because the first one is difference. No issue. The first character only. You're saying that this one compared to this one, right? Okay, this one. Or then extra. So apple is how much? This one, the length of this one is how much? You can clearly see this 5. It's also 6. So 5 minus 6 minus 1. Understood? That logic, that computer and will work in every logic test. And my only regret is that APC till now did not introduce these things in the book. Many students struggle to find out this logics which are there. Okay, so I hope compared to is absolutely clear. No doubts regarding this part, right? Now, next part is that compared to ignore case. There are a lot of functions I'll discuss, but I want to first address the big difficult parts where the students must struck, like index of, last index of, then you're compared to. These are the functions where students get stuck during the programming session. Okay, next part. Compare to ignore case. Just like compare to ignore case just does not do one thing. As it is already said, compare to ignore case. It does not look for the uppercase and lowercase. It only checks for the different alphabets, different alphabets. So in that case, we don't need to actually look for the ASCII codes difference. We can actually count the difference between the letters, right? So compare to ignore case. Make sure you write in this format only, camel case. Otherwise, it will be wrong. It takes a string and returns a integer value. So it does. So as it is said, ignore case, ignore the uppercase and lowercase. It ignores uppercase or lowercase. Only difference. Pardon my handwriting. I hope AI will understand my handwriting using the natural language processing of AI. So OCR, only difference is um, character change. So if I have taken this example of apple over here, string s1 equal to apple, and also here small letter apple. So in that case, both are same for ignore compared to function, because in ignore case, in compared to function, the difference was capital A and small a. Here it does not look for capital A or small a. What it does look for? Same alphabets. So in this case, the answer will be 0. Since capital A and small a is same in this function, thus two strings are same. So S1 dot compare to ignore case, S2 shall be 0. Is the brightness too much? Just a minute, children. So where were we? Okay, ignore case function. Okay, now let's take another example. Then we'll conclude with the next. Then we'll carry forward with the next of the functions. There are many functions to study. So string s1 equal to bat s2 ball. So over here, if we compare bat and ball, the difference is just like this. So since so difference is T and L. So as usual, we'll define the difference between T and L. So T is which number alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, I, I, J, K, L. So L is L is 12. Now I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. So T is 20, right? So now, hmm? So the difference is 8. So over here, int n equal to s1 dot compare. Yes, always first word, then the second word. If it was s2 dot compare to s1, then definitely it will be difference between ball and bat, right? So compared to ignore case, compare to ignore case, and here I'll mention s2. So 20 minus 12, it is 8. Okay. Next function, substring. Substring is quite a useful function in our programming session. So substring can take has to can take one parameter or one index, or it can also take substring starting index and ending index. Okay, there are two variations, and the result is always string. The return type is always string. So suppose if I write string x equal to computer application, computer applications. So over here write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm writing at the top 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So let's take the first example. Okay, if I write string r equal to x dot substring 9, 9 means it will begin from 9 and go very at the very end. Will begin from 9 and go till the end. So the answer will be application, applications. Okay, suppose let's go for the next example. String r equal to x dot substring 0 comma 8. So when you mention 0 comma 8, so 8 when you write 8 will go up to 7, excluding the end index. So it will go up to 7. So our answer shall be 0 comma 8 means 0 to 7. So so computer, just the word computer will come out, because you can see 0 from 0 to 7 the word computer exists. So answer shall be computer. Okay, next part, I'll share this one, okay, on my website. Next part, this chapter is a little bit larger because of the functions. I have to explain all the functions, it takes time. Next one. Okay, now listen children. Next part is your replace function. Takes two things, like takes a character, old character, and replaces with the new character. Okay, so takes old character with new character and returns string. Okay, and another one is that we can also apply strings also. and also gives the output of string. Okay, so let's take an example. Suppose string m equal to, okay, you can, this is Malayalam. I replaced all the a's with x so that I can demonstrate the function. So I'll write string n equal to m dot replace m dot replace x comma a. Then the answer shall be Malayalam, which is a palindrome word. One more, string m equal to red ball, red bag. So string n equal to m dot replace. I'll mention red comma green. So red will be replaced with green. So the answer shall be green ball, green bag. Okay. Next, there is another function called replace all, which is not required for class 10. Then concat function. Using concat function, we can combine strings. But 90% of the time, I have seen that nobody uses concat function, at least in class 9, 10, 11. But still, it is there. We have to learn. Combines two strings. So if I write string w equal to YOLO dot concat red. So the answer shall be YOLO red. We can perform so concat stands for concatenation. We can perform concatenation without using concat function also, using just the plus operator, addition operator. So same thing like string w equal to hello yellow plus red. Why did I say hello? I don't know. Red. So the answer shall be yellow red. Okay, children. Next part. Trim function. Trim. This does not take any kind of parameter input. Okay. It doesn't take any kind of parameter. Many functions is there. Trim is there. Equals ignore case is there, and then will end with the last two functions. Two lowercase, two uppercase. Pass. Yes, there are many functions are there. So trim removes. Acha, return type is what? Return type. Yes, yes. We'll be applying all these functions. We'll be using all these programs, use all these functions to build the programs. Okay. So return type is string. Without explaining these things, I won't be able to apply this word. Okay. String and then return type is string. Okay. And you should also keep a note. These functions are also have similar approaches in Python, JavaScript, and other programming languages. So I have learned JS, JavaScript. In that same function has also exists. Yes, Python string is a major part of any programming language. So it 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 removes preceding and leading white spaces. Example, string function. So if I write red, yellow, fire. So children, this part and this is the is preceding white space and sorry, I'm so sorry, preceding and leading. This is a leading. You must keep in mind that the space in between the sentences are not removed. Only the space before the sentence and space after last word of the sentence will be removed. So our answer will be string n equal to m dot trim. So answer is red, yellow, fire. Okay. In many cases, like in case of word extraction, sometimes space goes in between the word. So in that case, space will be removed. You will be able to find out once we do the word extraction programs. This is the most difficult part. I'll start with the most difficult part of the programming, the the word extraction from each sentences. Okay. Yes, in class 11 we'll study a part called string tokenizer. Very simple. I'll show you. I'll show you. No issue. Next part, trim. Next one is your equals. It compares two strings and returns true and false answer. Right? In terms of Boolean, returns return Boolean. Okay. It checks two strings are completely same or not. Same or not. Suppose if I write String S1, if I write X, Y, Z, S2 equal to M and K. So if I write S1 dot equals S2, obviously both of them are not same. Answer will be false. Next, string X1, S1, ABC, S2, small a, B, C. See, both of them are alphabets are same, but the cases are different. Since for that also, the answer will be false. Okay, next. Equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. No, no. Third last. Ignore case, as it is said, it does not looks for uppercase or lowercase. It just looks for the alphabets. Then it's Boolean. Yes, it's for if else. It's applied in application if else and while loop for loop like this. It only checks the characters are same or not. Are same or not. And same or not, ignoring the ignoring the uppercase or lowercase. Suppose if I write string S1 ABC S2 ABC. So if I write S1 dot equals ignore case S2. Now listen children over here, all the characters are same, but the difference is uppercase and lowercase. It doesn't look for the uppercase and lowercase, so it will answer will be true. Now next, now the most the easiest functions. Huh? Any change will give you answer of false. If it is exactly same, except obviously, no, you're asking that S3 equal to you're saying that if I write B A C, then definitely the answer will be false. The word is not same. Even it ignores the ability or small letter, the ordering is changed so that it becomes a different word. So S1 or equals no. Java true and false always in small letters. You can check it in J shell that apple dot equals April, small letter F, and if I keep it same, small letter true. Okay, so S3 definitely is false. Next one. Next one is your two uppercase. Hidden type is string. Converts entire strings to capital letter. So if I write string is equal to answer, so then the answer shall be string n equal to s dot to uppercase. The answer will be okay. Now this chapter is going for a long time, but what we can do, we have to study these things pretty well. In-depth learning is very important for these chapters. And no, one more theory chapter is there. That is your library classes. It's a long chapter. It's a very long chapter. Yes, entire thing is there. No, that chapter is removed. Two lowercase converts entire string to small letters. So string is equal to end. So string n equal to s dot to lowercase. The answer shall be end. So our chapter theory part finished for today.